Boop. So I'll be reloading your /live page until I see the
Yeah,
live stream.
I made sure it's on public and not the unlisted.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the audio's coming through loud and clear.
I got a name for the mad scientist, Professor Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, Professor Kaleidoscope.
It's fitting.
That's good. Yeah. So we've just figured out how to fill in columns and rows and just fill in the whole board like that. Next, we need to fill it without making a match. Well, we probably want to fill it with different colored pieces. So one thing we're going to want to do in our ready script, first line of our ready script should probably be something like randomize. Well, not something like, that is the actual name. And that sort of, it refreshes the pseudo random C. So randomize with a Z? With a Z. Oh wait, I'm not sure if GD script uses semicolons. I guess semicolons are fine. So let's have a look at that script.
1 second. Just posting links everywhere.
Oh, yes. That should be the same.
Promotional stuff. Mystical, magical, super fantastical, promotional stuff. How's the audio sound?
um, clear, I think. No issues so far.
Okay. Yay.
Yay. All right.
Alright, now on to the script.
I'll just
Oh,
share your
there.
social media posts.
Randomized semicolon. And that was for what line again?
The very first line in the function ready.
Function ready. Oh.
Line, yeah. Very first line after line 10, so new line 11.
Alright. Now let
Yeah.
me try sharing that tab if I can. If I can. If not,
I mean, I'm following along on the stream, so.
yeah.
And it's ultra low latency, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
There we go.
All right.
That way it's
But yeah,
full.
sharing the screen does help with windows that pop up too.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Got randomized going.
Okay, so you've got your randomize. Next, in our, see, I want to look at the script here. I want to be able to scroll up and down on the script. So now that we have a randomized seed
Mm-hmm.
that more or less guarantees that we won't have the same board generated twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So looking at our script here, we have place one blob, place one column, place whole board. So place one blob is where we'll probably use randomize. and we want this piece, game piece, instantiate. So game piece preloads res scenes paint blob. So that's the part that we want to randomize. And paint blob currently uses, if we can look at our, oh yeah, save this scene and,
Yep, already did.
okay, yeah. Then go into our scenes folder and open up paintblob.tscn.
Oh wait, it's right here.
Mhm.
And let me go to 2D.
So this does not have a, if we look at the sprite 2D,
Mm-hmm. What does it not have?
let's see, it has the magenta paint blob texture.
Mm-hmm.
But does every other blob inherit from this one? Did we do inheritance?
Yep.
I think we did inheritance, yeah. So if we edit the paint blob itself,
See?
or no, wait, no, maybe we don't need to. Maybe we don't need to edit the paint blob. We need to preload all the blobs and then randomly pick one.
Mm-hmm.
So let's add. Probably want to move magenta paint.tscn into the scenes, and then rename it maybe magenta blob so that it matches with white and yellow. I need to get some water. BRB.
Alright. Remember, folks, to stay hydrated. Alright. You can ignore that magenta blob at the bottom. I can delete that later.
Okay,
Because I
so
have an instance of it right in
oh, you
scenes.
have magenta blob up there. Okay.
Yep.
Um. Okay, so we go into the main, uh, our main function. So yeah, back in the main tab there. Into the script.
Mm-hmm.
So where we have game piece equals preload. Um.
Game PC.
So line 5.
Okay, yeah. Is there a way I can add all of those into the same line, or?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Um, but we also, like, since all of these are separate pieces, at least the way that we're following this guide, each of these pieces is an entirely separate scene. So we need to load each of those scenes separately. I get the impression that we need to load each of those scenes separately.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll make for our magenta, white, yellow, or a magenta, cyan, yellow, white, red, green, and blue. Uh, for those 7 scenes, we'll each have a line that says const magenta piece
Because
equals preload that.
for the main board, we just have those 4 colors.
Yeah, but we want to load all possible colors that the player can mix.
Okay. Which is fine.
Because if we mix them, yeah, if we mix them after the player, if we load them after the player mixes them, there's a good chance that the game will do like a little micro freeze in the middle of gameplay to
Oh,
load the color.
yep. Which I do have some colors already made for this occasion. I have
Yeah.
red, pink, purple, orange, light green, light blue, lavender, gray, green, and brown.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking like we'll do the primaries and secondaries to start, and then add the others as we play test to make sure that it is working.
Hmm. I
So
probably should have gotten
const.
instances of magenta, yellow, and cyan, but I didn't. Whoops. Anyway, that's a
So
quick
well,
edit.
yeah. I mean, for now, let's load the board with just the cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Okay, so what line do I
So
add these? Under.
so let's keep all the bits where we declare each color, where we preload each color stuck together. So under line 5,
Hmm.
so new line 6 would be const magenta piece equals preload. So basically tracing the line above.
Yeah, I can't type. There we go.
We want the scene, not the PNG.
Oh, that's. Hold on.
So scroll down to scenes.
Ah, there we go. And just copy that for each one.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, I can
So
do that.
change the color. Change the color to cyan and yellow.
Hmm. And white.
It's probably important to note that we want the naming of our scenes to be consistent,
Hmm.
just for peace of mind. So we have magenta paint.tscn should probably be called magenta blob.tscn.
I can't type. Okay, did I. Hold up. Okay. It's clearly not.
Oh, you opened a quote up in the previous line. That's why the rest of the text is yellow.
Hmm.
So there's an extra
Oh
.tscn
gosh,
quote,
darn it, I see
quotation
it.
mark.
I see it. Thank you.
There shouldn't be two .tscns in line 8.
Right. Yeah, I see that now. It's because I copied and pasted.
Ah.
And something is not right.
Um,
I'm just doing this manually because.
okay. Res colon slash slash s should save you some scrolling time.
Huh.
The error is because all three are called magenta piece.
Oh. Hold up.
Caps lock.
Yep. At least I'm not like, why can't caps lock be taken off or something?
I have my my system settings so that if I press caps lock and then press shift, shift cancels caps lock.
I always fat finger caps lock for some reason.
Yeah.
Alright. So all the pieces should be here.
Line 6. Line 6 should preload res colon slash slash scenes slash slash magenta blob. Or, yeah, res colon slash slash scenes slash magenta blob.
Okay, so colons. Wait.
Yeah, so it's probably would be important to delete magenta paint.tscn so it doesn't get suggested.
Wait. This is scene. Wait.
No, this is magenta paint.tscn in the base folder,
Oh gosh.
pointing to the wrong scene.
Gosh darn it. I see what you mean. Scenes. Now I gotcha. Saving that.
Mm-hmm.
Would playing do anything? Let's.
Probably good to check every now and then just to make sure.
It's all magenta.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We haven't randomized it yet. We haven't
True.
randomized the picking yet.
We've just literally said they exist.
Uh-huh.
Gabe's like, I don't know what you want me to do with these, but I'm doing the thing.
And that's all we asked.
Yep.
For now. So now that we have some colored pieces preloaded, place one blob. We want to edit place one blob to say var this piece equals, and then pick one of the preloaded pieces.
Place one blob.
So that would be line 22. So var this piece equals game piece instantiate. So that is now going to be split into two steps.
Okay.
So let me just try something on a notepad here. So the first step is pick a random piece to instantiate. So 2 is this. We name that. This piece equals random piece dot instantiate. So I just got to figure out how to pick a random piece. Var this piece equals game piece instantiate add child this piece. So that line stays the same. This piece dot position equals where, so that stays the same as well. Our random piece. So I'm declaring a variable that'll probably not need to be declared. So our random piece equals pick and then a list. So Godot docs, let's have a look here. Searching up random. Random number generation, getting a random number. That would probably be the easiest. So random number generation. So yeah, we already have our randomize at the beginning. When using the random number generator class, you should call randomize on the instance since it has its own seed. Getting a random number, print rand I %50 mod 50. Okay, so rand I returns a random number between 0 and ridiculously huge. Since the maximum value is huge, you'll want to use a modulo operator to bound the result between 0 and the denominator. So it picks a random between 0 and 49. So we have three pieces so far. Magenta, cyan, and... Oh wait, you have four. Magenta, cyan, yellow, and white. So that would be... Zero, one, two, three. So rand I percent 4. Rand I percent 4 gives us the number that we want. So we'll just say the comment here. Magenta, cyan, yellow, something like that. Then if I know there's a better way to do this than with if-else statements, but this is only going to be done when creating new pieces. Var random pick equals rand I mod 4 if random pick is 0 colon then var this piece. Okay, we can't declare var this piece within if, but we can declare it at the top. So var this piece equals magenta piece dot instantiate else, or elif I think it uses, elif random pick equals 1, this piece equals yellow piece dot instantiate elif random pick equals 2, this piece is cyan piece dot instantiate, and then finally elif random pick equals 3, this piece equals white piece dot instantiate. So var this piece gets its own line. So we have that. So yeah, okay. So line 22, var this piece is just the line itself.
Okay, so just delete the equal sign.
Yeah.
This.
Delete everything from delete the equal sign and everything after. Yeah.
Yep.
Then I will paste into chat. I'll paste into our chat here since it's multiple lines. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then var random pick equals rand I mod 4, and then don't use the stuff after the slashes, because that's C++ comment. That's a C++ comment, and I figure out that GD script comments start with a hashtag, and comments don't really matter anyway. or rather, you shouldn't use someone else's comments as your own comments.
Right.
Unless they were specifically designed to be readable by other programmers.
Mm-hmm.
They're like wizards. They're like wizard spell books. You can't just copy a wizard spell book into your own because the wizard has their own way of writing things that doesn't really translate across to other wizards.
Wait, magenta piece. Right.
No, don't copy that part. Don't copy the / part.
Oh,
Ignore the rest of that line.
I'm sorry.
So then from if random pick. Where's... Oh, hang on. We did something wrong here. Var this piece should be a line by itself.
Oh.
Yeah, it shouldn't be assigned anything. In line 22, var this piece should be declared but not assigned anything.
Okay.
The line under that, var random pick, should equal rand I mod 4. So a new line 23. So we're declaring two variables at the beginning of this function: this piece and random pick.
If random pick. Okay.
No, not if random pick. Var random pick.
Okay, got it.
But we still want. Okay, so undo all the changes to line 23 right now.
Okay.
Because you want if random pick equals 0. Yeah, go up to line 22 and press enter. There, now, var random pick. Equals rand I parentheses mod 4, or rand I parentheses %4.
Okay. Okay, got it.
There we go. So we've declared random pick, assigned it a random integer from 0 to 3, and then if it is 0, do this. If it's 1, do that. If it's 2, do that. If it's 3, do that.
Okay.
So we need a colon at the end of line 24.
Not semicolon. Colon.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. All errors taken care of.
And then just do the same for if random pick 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Okay, got it. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this and just change the number. Also backspace, because that's wrong. Was this... Oh, Sandy's running in her sleep. Cute. I hear her, I feel her running sort of in her sleep.
She's shaking the floor a little bit.
She's on the bed and she's just kind of shaking her legs, twitching them.
Okay. Where did Gunstar go? Squeaky kitten. Might have gone to his upstairs to his carrier.
Mm.
Oh, right. The ifs in line 26, 28, and 30 should be elifs.
26 and
So
28.
yeah, so we're going if this, else if this, else if this, else if this. So
Else if.
yeah, but in GD script, else if is written as elif.
Okay. ELLIF. Okay.
ELIF.
ELIF.
Yeah. So it makes it all part of the same if statement
Got it.
rather than four separate. Because like,
That makes sense.
yeah.
And let me change this from cyan piece because it's wrong. Yellow. There we go. You think this should be good to test?
Um. Yeah, I think so.
Worst that happens is it crashes.
Yeah.
Ah! Okay. So I'm gonna have to share this on the stream because this is nice. That is, if I can get it to run. There we go. There we go.
We've got a nice little board of randomized colors.
Yep.
So
And
now I can see a cyan match right there.
and just running it again just so that way I can make sure. Yep, it's randomized. Let me go to properties because there we go. Yep. Holy, holy magenta and well, no,
See a
yellow and
yellow match?
cyan for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, yellow match or a cyan
Cyan
match up
would be an
top, a yellow
automatic
match in
clear,
the middle.
and so would some yellow.
Yeah, I see two yellow rows. Any columns or diagonals? Oh, I see a magenta diagonal.
Yep.
And I think I see magenta 3 in a row going the other diagonal. That's about all the matches. So we now want to create the board without having automatic matches at the beginning.
So let me just. All right.
So that I had the video guide loaded up here somewhere. There it is. So what does this guy do?
Because we can't try to make it that easy.
And besides, like if someone wants to avoid just having the secondary colors get filled up into their palette,
Hmm.
if they just want to do the fancy colors and do combos only.
Ooh, that could be a challenge round. Have it to where it's
Hmm.
no true primaries. Or no primaries, period. So no magenta, yellow, cyan, blue, or red.
Yeah. I figured like in whatever paintings you get, you could have one that like if you have all the primaries or if you have none of the primaries, you'd get different pictures at the end, different paintings at the end.
It could be variations of the same painting depending on the
Oh
progress.
yeah. Yeah. So let's see here. So the way that he does it, he goes back to his grid paper drawing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, maybe we should populate a little 2D array of what pieces are where. Because right now puts the game puts pieces on the board and kind of forgets about them.
Mhm.
And we need it to know what pieces are where so it can know that it can know when matches are made.
Mhm.
And of course, when to move pieces around.
And then when one piece is smaller, it's just going to be essentially what I had the idea of it just being a smaller variation of that. Half the size.
When a piece is smaller?
Well, when you've taken paint out of it. Or maybe there should be some kind of indication of, hey, you can't move this piece again. Or would that
Oh,
be
yeah,
another?
okay. When you've swapped a piece. Yeah, okay. So we're probably
That
gonna
might
need
be another. Well, no, that might be a
another sprite.
scenario. Huh. I'm trying to think how to work that in there because it's not necessarily a piece like a piece that you would get right away. It would be a kind of like a condition sort of situation.
Yeah. When a piece has been swapped,
Mhm. You take half the paint.
but not matched. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Which that one should be an easy way to make that. I could just resize it halfway.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be I think visually that would be enough of a hint to say like don't swap this again unless you're going to make a match with it or waste the paint.
Right. And that could even be done here. I could just change the size of it.
Yeah.
That'd be an easy fix.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got to keep track of. So the pieces themselves have a stat, and that is whether it's been swapped, whether it's been swapped once before.
Right. I think that would also be under the same line with if it's been matched, or at least under a similar area.
If it has been
Certain
matched,
types
then the
of
pieces disappear, right?
conditions. Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking like if we were to match three, then it would be as simple as each piece checking whether it's left neighbor and right neighbor, or basically whether its neighbors in opposite directions are the same color as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then if so, then all three get the signal to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
If it's match four, though, we have to check if one neighbor on one side, or no, wait, each. Let's see. If at least one neighbor on one side and two neighbors on the other are the same color.
Mm-hmm.
And then this also compensates. This also accommodates for 5 in a row, 6 in a row, and so on.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So code for if four or more.
Yeah. So like, if at least one blob on in one direction and at least two blobs in the other direction match, then that makes a 4 in a row.
Hmm.
And then eliminate all blobs in that row that are attached.
Hmm.
I wonder if we should do 3 in a row just to keep the rules simpler, because then all you have to do is make sure that there is a blob that is in the middle of two others.
Hmm. We can test it out. What's the worst that
Yeah.
happens? We
So
could test
following
it
this
out,
other
and if it
video,
doesn't work, we could go back to the drawing board.
yeah.
That being said, if there's three pieces, would do you think it works better with just three blobs rather than four? Or
I would think.
four work?
Well, I didn't know it was going to be 4 until now, so I've been thinking in threes.
We could take out the white blob.
Oh no, three. I mean 3 in a row.
Okay.
3 in a row makes a match.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking like, okay, we're gonna do like 20 colors or whatever, but only what is it? Only cyan, magenta, yellow, and white show up on the board. All the extra colors show up in the palette on the side, take up space on the palette on the side.
Yep.
And you have to strategize about how to get the colors you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the higher a combo it takes to make a color, the more points you'll get, the fancier your painting will be at the end, and the more points you'll get for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we've established we're like, I don't know, 10 episodes into this game dev journey, and we've just now established the rules of how to play the game.
Yep.
Now, let's see here. So right now, while we're generating the board, I guess we want to check if we're accidentally making any matches.
Which I have the instance of the board now. Let me. There it goes.
So this is probably something we will add to the something we will add to our generate on our place one piece function. Something we'll change to our place one piece function.
Mm-hmm. So on the 20.
So it looks like we might not have to. Yeah.
Because, yeah, right now, look at all the magentas and all the yellows. And at the bottom,
5 in a row.
cyan is literally one swap away from just demolishing the whole palette. Maybe two, if there was a way.
Like you've already got a 4 in a row there. That's almost a 6 in a row.
Right?
There's a 5 in a row of yellow. There's a 5 in a row of
This
magenta.
is insane. Anyway.
So we are creating our pieces in what order? Top row down, or let's see. What is our placement? What does our main script look like?
Huh.
All right. So our main script. So we randomize. We place whole board. We place whole board places. What, columns first and then rows, or rows and then columns? If we go down to the function place whole board, all right, so place whole board, I in range 0 to 7, current position equals start position plus plus blob width. So we do rows first and then columns, it looks like. Oh no, wait, yeah, you're right. We do columns first, then rows. So it calls place one column, We start at the top corner and move down.
Mhm.
So current position equals vector 2 blob, and then goes down by blob height. So positive y means moving down on the screen. So calling up my handy dandy notepad. So thinking about an array. Array, we want a two-dimensional array. First is the column, I guess. Column and row. Column going down and row going right. Rows moving right, columns going down. So place one blob and check if it will complete a match.
Okay.
If it will, then then change blob to a different color and check if that will make a match. Check if that will complete a match. Or instead of if it will, while it will, change the blob to a different color and check if that will complete a match. Or actually, no, I won't have to change the blob to a different color. So place one blob and check if it will complete a match. While it will, change the blob to a different color. Now, check the docs and see if we have while loops. While loop. Searching. So is there a page on while? While loops are the same everywhere. So while I is that, print strings I. So while will finish match, change color. So how to check? So place one blob won't place it yet. It'll pick a color and check. So pick a color, and pick a color. Check if color picked will complete a match. Color picked. What name did we call that? The name we called it was random pick. Our random pick equals rand I mod 4 if random pick equals 0. So we want to check. We want to check the previous three pieces in the row and also the previous three pieces in the column. Also, maybe the previous three pieces in the diagonal too, in the diagonals. So we can check as we're going down the column and the row. So just drawing this out right now.
All right.
So going down the rows like this. Then once we're at row 4, or once we're at row 4, column 4, we can check up, up, and up. We can check left, left, and left. We can check up and left. We can check down and left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably all we'd need to check. So we do need an array of columns going down. So when we place a piece, we put it into an array that we can check later. So array, columns going down, rows going right. When the piece is instantiated, place one blob, current position. Okay, current position. Oh no, wait. Place one below. Okay, yeah. So add child this piece. Then after add child this piece, it goes into the color of this piece goes into the array. So child this piece. This piece has a property. And the property can be 0, 1, 2, and 3 as well. So 0 is magenta, 1 is cyan, 2 is white, 3 is yellow.
Mm-hmm. So we can just address them as that as well. Well, no. Never mind.
Well, we would, to make it readable, we could use an enum. Which would probably be the best idea. Let me just double check on how to use an enum. E-N-U-M. Just need a main page for enums, please. GD script reference enums. Enums are shorthand for constants and pretty useful if you want to assign consecutive integers to some constant. So we can just do... Okay, that makes things very readable. Let me just... So enum, this, that, and the other. So let me just put that in our game's terms. Enum, color white, color, wait, start with some magenta, doesn't it? Color magenta, color cyan, color white, color yellow. Then 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So at the very top of our code, where we've declared other consts, we can also place this. And then that automatically assigns color magenta to 0, color cyan to 1, color white to 2, and color yellow to 3.
Okay, and put that where specifically?
Very, very, very top.
Very top. Oh.
Like around where we declared other consts.
Okay. So right at after 10.
So I would say either above all the consts or under them, because it's an enum.
Okay.
And not a const by name. Yeah. So now, in line 25, where it says if random pick is equal to 0, change that to if random pick is equal to color magenta.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Dumb American here.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm walking here.
We spell our colors as C-O-L-O-R.
Yeah.
Like a monster. But it's okay. Okay, and you were saying, what else?
So yeah, line 25 should say, instead of 0, say color magenta. Yeah. Similarly, the one underneath that. And this is, I think, generally good practice rather than using integer literals.
Mm-hmm.
To have all of your number references named. Like for me, I would probably even put like const start position equals vector start x and start y instead of 48 to 49. Because then if those numbers become a problem, we can change start x and start y as we need them. But that's stuff to handle like in your own coding style.
Mhm.
All right, so I can get rid of these lines in my notepad. So we have our color reference. What else were we going to do? If while we'll finish match change color. Arrays column going down, add child this piece, check if color picked will complete a match before placing. So add child this piece can go in, can stay where it is. It's just this piece dot position. We have to do. Oh no, wait, no. We do have to, before add child this piece, we have to do the color check. So let's move this line down there. In my own notes here. What we have to do is we need the array established. And that I'm going to have to look up as well. Let's see, not shading language arrays. GDScript arrays. Oh, here's something. GDScript. Arrays in dynamically typed languages can contain many different mixed data types inside and are always dynamic, can be resized at any time. Well, great. Compare, for example, arrays in statically typed languages. We have dictionaries as well. Dictionaries are a powerful tool in dynamically typed languages. Most programmers that come from a statically typed language ignore their existence, making life unnecessarily more difficult. This data type is generally not present in such languages or only in limited form. Dictionaries can map any value to any other value with complete disregard for the data type used as either key or value. Contrary to popular belief, they are efficient because they can be implemented with hash tables. They are in fact so efficient that some languages will go as far as implementing arrays as dictionaries. Okay. So they're like mini databases. But this is not useful information to me right now. Okay, this is not the article on arrays. A bash packed byte array, float array. Aha! This might be what I'm looking for. Built-in structure that holds a sequence of elements. So we want to look up a two-dimensional array, or an array of arrays. I might have to go backwards in the video guide there to find it, because like, making 2D arrays is 2 videos back.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a look at that, so fast forward to where they get to a script. Color. Variables, width and height. So they use a starting position for X and Y as constants and an offset that they even export so that they can edit it in the, so they can mess around with it in the visual editor. Okay, so var all pieces equals empty array, which is just a pair of square brackets. our array is going to be a set 11 by 8, right? No.
It was let's see, 7 by 11.
7 by 11. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 77.
Seven columns and 11 rows.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to find out where they add. So they add it with the append function. All right, so I will try this in what looks like a kind of janky method that that it uses. Just move my notepad over there so I can easily transcribe.
Mm-hmm. Might need to create another UI just for the paint selection. Half of that top column be like the palette itself, and the other doing the character doing what they're doing best, just being a
Yeah.
bit of a troll.
The character animations, yeah.
Yeah,
You've seen Super Puzzle Fighter, right?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. I will have to link you at least one of the videos that I've posted on it. I think I posted one pretty recently. But yeah, it was one of the earliest like puzzle fighters that I've seen in the arcades. And I'm glad I can play it on my Switch now, although it's missing some of the features that the Dreamcast version had. Like the Dreamcast version had like an X, Y, and Z mode,
Mm-hmm.
and um, the Z mode was I think it was the Z mode that was particularly like the Y mode played like Genesis Collins, if I recall, that you just want to match up the colors in threes or more to eliminate them. X mode was the arcade mode where you play Puzzle Fighter, you stick gems of the same color together and make as big a gem as as you possibly can, and then you put down a crash gem of the same color to make the whole gem explode and shatter, and it sends junk gems to your opponent or counter gems, and like if you fill up their area, then they lose.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, search up Puzzle Fighter from me. Uh, really? Oh, Super Puzzle Fighter. Apparently, searching for Puzzle Fighter does not result in Super Puzzle Fighter. But here, I'll link it to you in our meets chat here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just this was when you first pitched Palette Stack to me. This was kind of what I was imagining. That
Mm-hmm.
you've got like basically something like this, but instead of fighting, it's two people with like canvases and they're furiously painting and mixing paints and stuff as you're doing the puzzling.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Oh, Panel de Pon is another good one for that.
Mm-hmm.
Panel de Pon, which is on the Switch Online service, I believe.
Yeah. Didn't
I
we
think we might have
stream that?
actually, yeah, we played it a bit. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did that. Yeah, and you've also got the little characters in the middle doing their little battle animations at each other while you're puzzling on the sides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think something like that is pretty much. Now, for the mobile version of this, we'll have them at the top doing their
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, but in a widescreen version, we can have them in the middle.
Right. Have the canvas at the bottom or top.
Hmm.
basically just make it a, well, typical actual palette.
Yeah.
And then over time, the score will count how many paints of which ones you got, and yeah.
So it creates a temporary array like that. And then temporary variables for I in width. Array dot append. N for J in height. Array at I. Append nothing. Append empty. Then have a return, which is, I think this is the first time I've seen a return statement in GD script. So I'll send you this video guide as well, just so you can verify and test.
All right.
But I think this is what you want in. Where we want this is in our main script, I believe. Yeah. So in ready.
Ready.
In ready, you would call the alt. Yeah. So make 2D array goes. The function make 2D array, probably want to put a little underscore there too, goes at the very bottom, and the call to make 2D array goes at the top, and variable all blobs goes at the top where we declare our variables.
Function. Oh.
So func underscore make 2D array.
All right.
Yeah, with the parentheses and a colon.
Parentheses, colon. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Full colon, not semicolon. Yeah, there we go. So variable var array equals empty array, which is 2 square brackets. So you declare the empty array, and then you fill it with empty data. Mm-hmm. And then I would say, instead of for I in width, you say for I in range. Actually, maybe we should, since we're using our range quite a lot. So range 0 to 7. I wonder if we should say...
Oh, wait, variable array, sorry.
Yeah. So now that we're reusing that 7 for the same purpose, we should probably declare a const width equals 7 at the top and a const height equals 11. So Godot is probably going to yell at us for saying width isn't declared. Or it's going, if it doesn't yell at us for width not being declared, then that means we might be using a different value for width. Because I think we have a pixel width and a pixel height as well.
Yeah. Expected indent block.
After 4 block. Yeah. So that is correct so far. Mm-hmm. But wait. Go up to the top and see where we've declared width. Because it should be either that or the word width might be a keyword in GD script. So at the top of the const block, so I'd say press enter at line 2. Yeah. Let's say const say grid 7 const grid height 11.
All right. Let me just put that in there. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's scroll down to the place column and place row. Place one row. So for in place one row, so in line 48, for I in range 0 to 7, we'll change that to for I in range 0 to grid width.
Okay.
Yeah. And then similarly, place whole board for I in range 0 to 7. So we'll change that 7 to grid width. And then line 30 for I in range 0 to 11, we change that 11 to grid height.
Line 30?
Line 30? Yeah. Oh, line 38. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me see if I can expand this view further.
I think that sounds about right.
All right, so now for I in grid width.
There we go.
Make, or shoot, where are my notes? I in grid width array dot append.
Okay, error.
Array dot append. Oh wait, yeah, I've written it down here in the chat. So. Oh yeah, there's a colon after grid width.
Okay. There we go.
Let's see. This might be an error since we've been using for I in range 0 to grid width rather than for I in grid width.
Right.
And I guess similarly on that same line, or not in that same line, on that same tab, on that same indent, for J in height, and then indent further.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2 tabs in.
Did not mean to do that. J height. Yep. I see my problem.
Colon. Yeah. Oh, I typed ARRAI. ARRAY. There we go. And then, yeah, in the... Oh, wait. For J in grid height should be tabbed one more.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the line 56 should also be tabbed one more. Then on vertically lined up with lines 57 and... Oh, no, wait. line 57 should be lined up with line 53. So back, yeah, there. Return array.
Okay.
I don't like using the variable name array for arrays, but
Okay.
I'm just following the guide for this
Should
bit.
testing it work?
I testing it. Oh, if it works, it should do nothing. Like we should see nothing different, or we'll get a warning saying that we declared an array and haven't used it.
Okay. So basically, same as when we had the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, it's showing 2 instances. No.
2 instances of the game. Did we not
No.
stop the previous instance?
No. OBS thing.
Oh, okay.
OBS thing.
Hashtag just OBS things.
I hope that wasn't happening the whole time. I don't think it has. Okay. No.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Oh, I guess it has. Whoops. I'm sorry, people.
Just for a little while. Only between 9 and now. Only between if you press 9, only within the last 10% of the stream.
Okay. Only
So
10%.
the last 7.6 minutes.
Whoops. Sorry, folks. Only on my channel will you get such quality effects.
I think let's see. I just need to BRB for a second.
No worries.
All right, I'm back.
Alright.
So let's see what's next on this guy. So we've created the 2D array. We've made the 2D array. We now need to. Yeah. So we've returned the array. Oh no, wait. We haven't actually declared. We haven't. We haven't actually called this function yet. So up at the top, where we in our ready function.
Alright.
Yeah. So we call. Shoot, I keep accidentally clicking the stream. I keep accidentally clicking the stream and pausing it. So we place the board. We want to, before we place the board, we want to create the 2D array. So after randomize, but before placeholder board, we want to call make 2D array as we just defined. Yeah.
Should I test that?
So now, oh yeah, probably best to do that.
Same as usual.
Good, no problems.
Hmm.
So looking back here, all oh yeah, we call the thing, but we also say all blobs equals make 2D array.
Okay.
So
So,
where did we declare all blobs? Did we not? We didn't declare all blobs yet. Okay, so let's say under the enum. Actually, no. Line 14. Press enter at line 14.
okay.
Yes, and type var. I'm just going to look at our chat here because I think yes, I did. Uh, so yeah, var all blobs equals open and close square brackets.
Oh, square bar. Sorry. Not.
Yeah, that is an array.
Alright.
So yeah, we declare all blobs, and then we assign all blobs equals make 2D array. Well, in line 20, at the beginning of line 20, add all blobs equals. So all blobs equals make 2D array. So that fills the all blobs array with another array.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I think we made an array of a 2D array.
Huh.
It's a little counterintuitive, but I guess it works in this logic. In C++, when you make an array, it's usually like int, let's say, house numbers on the block. So int house numbers equals array, like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 2D array. But in GDScript, it looks like you declare the array, and then you make a 2D, you make an array of arrays, and then put that into the first array, which to me seems like it's making a 3D array with sort of a redundant D. Anyways, we've got that done there. So what does this guy do next? So he's using his export variables to assign these in the visual editor. Oh, now a kitten has shown up. Hi. What were you doing? Were you out adventuring? Hey, wait. Okay, so he's made the 2D array. Oh, wait, right. We're gonna go over to video 5 and see how to fill that array.
Mm-hmm.
So filling without a match. So now that we have an empty array prepared, we want to change the values in it
Alright.
as we populate the board. Um, we have been streaming for an hour. I wonder if this would be better saved till next time.
Probably so.
Because I feel like this will take up at least another hour, if not another hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. Thank y'all for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to Cumulative. He does game dev stuff, streaming, Nintendo updates, and, well, chatting about that. And other various things, including a C++ tutorial, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think since my coding style has changed in the past year, I might have to start over on my coding tutorial. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do the Vulkan tutorial that I did before, but I'll figure something out.
Yeah. We are both on Twitter and Blue Sky
Hmm.
under the similar names. Under Twitter, yours is Q
Yeah.
underscore mulative.
Oh no, under Twitter it's Q underscore mulative.
Yep, and then Blue Sky it's Q period space.
QMUL, yeah.
Yeah,
QMULATIVE, all
yep.
one word.
And both of mine it's VRYRDM butterfly. All right.
Mhm.
Thank y'all for watching and stay tuned for more and bye.
Bye.